before we rationalize the denominator, but now in this example you can see that if we have a problem with direct substitution, which we do here in this example, we can rationalize the numerator if it's helpful. We can try all kinds of things. So this is what we do, and in this example you can see that we get down to the point where the x's cancel, and that's a great thing because now the situation changes, and when I plug in the limit's going as x approaches 0. When I plug in 0, now I get something that's legal and fine. I get 1/2. Alright, so and of course you can also verify this. You ought to verify it with the graphing utility. So we're going to find the limit if it exists. And we can see right away, if I plug in 0, I have a big problem. So we're not going to do that. But we will say the square root of 5 plus y minus square root of 5. We can certainly rationalize that. We can say the square root of 5 plus y plus plus the square root of 5. And if I do it to the top, I really ought to do it to the bottom. Although, here's a tip, probably not going to actually do it. We're just going to line it up. Because we're kind of hoping, that something cancels. So let's see, what happens when we multiply this out? Well, we get square root times the square root, same square root gives me the argument, 5 plus y. There is no middle term because it's the conjugate. And then we have minus 5. Oh, isn't that something? Not as bad as it could have been. Over, yes, y times this stuff. And you can see that the 5's are going to cancel. And then the y is going to cancel. Now that the y is alone, I can cancel that y down there, and I get 1 over the square root of 5 plus y plus the square root of 5. Okay, so now I say the limit as y approaches 0 of 1 over 5 plus y square root plus 5 square root. Alright, so when I use direct substitution here, I get the square root of 5 plus the square root of 5. And that's 2 square root of 5. And then just to, fix things up, square root of 5 over 10. When I multiply top and bottom by the square root of 5. And that's not illegal at all, and that is the limit. And then I will post a picture of the graph, and it'll be close to this. What's the decimal? Let's see. The square root of 5, and I move the decimal point over, so it's about equal to 0.224, something like that. Okay. So not very much, but it's definitely the limit. That's what the limit equals.